everyone, today we are going to be colouring in this picture here. Now as you can see, I've already done the background as I had with the one before when we recorded that one. I'm going to zoom in a bit now and we will sort of work across the picture. I'm not sure if I can zoom just a tad more. Now the background I have done in this rose pink, which is from the Castle Arts set that we've been using for this whole page. I thought I would do the background first just because it's a bit boring watching me colour a background. It was just one layer of the rose pink as gentle as I could really, and I may go over and correct some of the blemishes and things later, but I thought we'd just crack on with the actual detail of the page. Actually, I'm going to zoom back out to show you the picture. It's a little bit of a tricky one to know how to colour. Oh, there we go, because we've got all these little sort of items, and I didn't even know what they were. I thought maybe they're photographs, but then I looked here and we've got envelopes, so I think they might be postcards, but they still could be photos or letters or cards of some description. We've obviously got a lovely little snail here. So actually, while we're zoomed out, if we do this string and the pegs and do them all the same, you don't really need to see me really zoomed in doing those. So we'll get that done. Now I think for the clothes pegs or clips, whatever they are, I'm going to use the Dyck Brown. I think it was my cousin's son that used to call them clips. It's the cutest thing. My mum's always got a bag of pegs in her conservatory ready to hang up her washing on her air or on the line, and he used to always call them clips. It was just the cutest thing. I'm not sure what my children used to, I think they used to call them pegs. And my mum used to have this plastic kiddie chair that for the children to sit on, and my two used to love clipping the pegs all the way around the chair. It was just so cute. So they would completely cover the chair. I'm going to grab this Venetian red, it's a favourite of mine, to do this string. I'm going to do it, it's a red ribbon, and I think it will just stand out enough from the pink background, yeah? And I'm not doing anything special. You can't really see, I realise that because I am so zoomed out, but I'm just colouring in the line. There's nothing special going on. So yeah, they used to love playing with Granny's pegs. I do have them, I just don't have them in the reach of children. And I don't use them. I don't have a washing line anymore. But my little darlings filled my washing line hole in. So in the UK, we sometimes have a rotary. Oh, sorry about that. My neighbour came to the door and I got very distracted, but I am back now. You won't know that I was away for so long. I was away for ages. But we've got one little bit left to do before I do zoom in, and that is these little dots that are hanging up the ribbon. I'm going to go for a sort of silvery colour. There is a nice cool grey in this set of pencils that I'm going to use. I'm just going to move you along a tad because I realise it's not completely in shot. So I'm not doing anything fancy, I'm just filling in that space because it's very small, and then we can zoom in and start with our cards. Now what I've decided to do with these, because I'm not really sure what to do for the backgrounds of each of the cards, I'm actually just going to colour the pictures on them first and then bring us back out, have a look at it as a whole and think about what we're going to do with it all. Now we've got various leaves and flowers, so we've got pretty different things to do. So I'm going to start, oh excuse me, my voice has left me, with a nice purple colour for this first flower. I'm going to use this heather purple, which I think is rather pretty, and just do the circles of the petals. Again, nothing special, it is small, and we'll just keep it really simple. There we go. I want it fairly vibrant, but as I say, simple. And the centre of the flower, now I could go yellow, but I think we'll do something different. We'll just go for pink. What have we got here? I just grabbed this pink. Oh, this is a cherry pink. So we use the cherry pink for the middle. Thinking maybe, although we've got a pink outside, maybe I'll pop a pink border around that one, just so that it stands out a little bit, even though we've got pinks going on. it still stands out. I'm going to try not to keep going with this pink and purple theme though. That isn't what I want for this page. So I'm just going to move along a bit. I've got a lot of stuff the other side. There we go. So this one I'm going to go for orange so that I definitely get myself out of this pink and purpley type colour scheme. Actually this is red ochre. It looks quite orange to me. So we'll pop that in there. And we'll do the leaf. I'm going to pick one of the greens that I haven't done yet because we were moving along the greens in the last video and we hadn't got all the way across them, so we're going to have a go with the hooker's green. It's for want of a different colour. Oops, and I can't keep it in the lines, but there's the hooker's green. Okay, and now we've got our next set of leaves on the next card or photo. I'm going to use the chrome green. It might look a little similar, I'm not sure. No, I think, oh, I'm not doing the right one anyway. I've missed one out. And I'm going to do the same green in the outline in a similar way to how I did that one, so that we pick out a colour and just feature it around the outside as a sort of frame. Like that. Actually, it's not very neat. Let's just pop back in, just tidy it up. Now a tip for you, this is something I did a while ago, which is quite fun. If you find it really hard to see the detail in the picture, yes, you can use a magnifying glass. I'm going to use Viridian for this one. Something I didn't have one to hand when I was colouring, so you know what I did? I got my tablet, my mobile device, and I held it over my picture, and I zoomed in as if I was going to take a photo, and then I could see all the details. Now holding it in my hand while colouring with the other was a bit of a challenge. I used their Pthalo Green, but it was a very quick and easy temporary solution to see what I was seeing. So if you've got a little thing, I'm going to put a border around this one because it's sort of indicated by those lines. That just finishes it off. The next one is a little flower. I want to do that blue. I've got what have we got here? That looks pretty. This is the Indigo Light. What I'm going to do is do that centre, and I'm going to do a fluffy sort of outline around like that. Make it look a little bit more interesting. And at the bottom, we've got what looks like a bit of grass going on, haven't we? So I'm going to grab a green. It is one we've used before in our last picture, but Castle Green Deep, and just do a bit of grass detail there. Like that. This one is merely a squiggle, but we've got a frame, so I think we'll just colour the frame. I'm just going to move along again because I might forget. I'll move along when I remember, just in case. So we've got two green frames and a pink frame. You can't see the pink one. So I'm going to go for a really orangey colour. I think I will go for this. Whoops, I can't get it out though. Doesn't want to play. Come on. Here we go. The Orange Lake. And we'll do that. And then that will look quite different. It might clash a little bit with the pink, but you know, if you were hanging up cards or photos, whatever they are, you wouldn't worry about matching them in with the colour of the background of wherever they were, would you? So there's that. Now we've got these two that overlap. I'm not sure whether the back one is a flower or a leaf sort of design. I'm going to do it as a flower, I think, to make it pretty. Let's grab a colour and go for it. Here we go. I've got Aubergine, and I'm going to do the frame piece first. I need to sharpen it. Just put a pencil in my sharpener for some silly reason. I'd like a graphite pencil. It's just sticking out of the hole. I don't know what madness came upon me. Yeah, my neighbour was in asking if I had his parcel. it was delivered over a week ago, but I don't remember. The thing says that I gave my name and signed for it. I don't remember. It's disappeared. What should we do? I think we need something a bit different. I think we'll go for blue. This is a quite pretty blue. The Cobalt Turquoise. It's nice light blue. I think it's quite similar to that one up there, but I think it'll be fine. Just going to go with a sharpen. There we go. So again, I'm going to do the outline and the flower all in the same colour. To make it look nice. I think that bit needs to be in the aubergine. Sorry, bear with me. There and there. The aubergine. Put it in one place. So back to our blue. And again, no fancy details. It's just, oops, to colour that bit properly though. Just the plain colour. There we go. Now this one looks a bit like a snowflake, but we've just done a blue, so I'm not going to do it blue. I'm going to do it yellow. I think we haven't got any yellow, have we, in this picture yet? So let's grab a yellow. That one looks quite nice. This is the Naples Yellow, and I'm just going to do each circle. If it doesn't show up, I might change my mind. I'm going to do around the edge. It's quite pale, isn't it? Ooh! I tried to press hard then to get lots of colour out, and that is what happened. I might just colour over the whole thing in yellow because it isn't showing up. There we go. Okay, and our last one is a leaf. So I'm going to grab this colour because we haven't used it yet, the Pthalo Green Light. In the polychromos, it's a really bright green. This is very pretty. It's a very different colour to the polychromo, but very pretty still. So that's that one. I'm still thinking about backgrounds and things. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to do Mr. Snail on the leaves. I've just realised what will squiff. Better? I'm not sure. I think so. Right, Mr. Snail. Now usually he needs a grey body, so I'm going to go for the cool grey deep and fill that in. Like that. And then for his shell, and I normally do shells in a brown, but I'm going to grab this Davy's grey. It's a sort of browny grey. I'm just going to sharpen it. It's very blunt. Been using it for something else. There we go. And I'm going to colour it all over in a light layer, and then I'm going to think about whether I can make it slightly darker in some areas. I'm thinking it might be darker here and under here, around there, like that. And then we've got the leaves, and I'm going to go for leaf green middle. I'll show you. Leaf green middle for all these little leaves here. Now that's that. Now I'm going to zoom out to show you what we have done so far. I've got a little remote control, which is very handy. There we go. So now we're looking at backgrounds of these pictures and cards and the envelopes. Now some of them I think could be white. I'm looking specifically at this one. I'd like to keep that as white. Maybe one of those three. That one definitely white. Maybe one of those. That one white. Maybe one of these. So we need some backgrounds and some not. And the same with the envelopes. We could probably do maybe one white, but not all of them. So I'm going to grab a creamy colour first for one of the backgrounds. This is a lemon yellow light. I don't know, it's not quite cream, but I'm going to do it here on this one. So there's nothing much to this, just a layer of colour like that. And although it's very pale, hopefully it looks a little bit different to the white. I'm going to add another layer. The white here, it looks a bit different, I think you can see. I'm going to do the same on this envelope here, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's all for that. Now, these two, I'm thinking a pale green. Whoop, my pencils are out of space. So I'm going to go for the leaf green light, and I'm going to just do a very gentle green background here on this one. It's got leaves I can colour right over the top, it's not going to matter. And I don't want it too dark, just a sort of fairly pale. And I'm going to do this envelope just because I can. There we go. Now, whoops. This one I'm going to do. Just looking at colours. I think I might do it in this Pthalo Green light, but a really gentle application. So it's there, but it's pale. Yeah. And I think I'm going to make that do, apart from the stamp. I have a stamp on our envelope which I'm going to colour in a blue. We're lacking in blues, I feel. So I'm going to grab the ultramarine. There we go, and do a blue stamp. And then we are done, I think. Let me just have a final look. I'm happy with that. You might want to add a few more colour, a bit more colour, a few more background bits and pieces to yours. It's completely up to you. But for me, I'm happy, I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for watching and happy colouring.